What is going on, guys? It's your boy, Sqav King, and today I'm bringing you a YouTube video, another Madden Ultimate Team. Before we start, I just want to say I haven't done one of these in a while. Sorry about that. Show you guys. I pretty much got upgrades for every position. We got A-Rod at QB. We got LaShawn McCoy halfback. We got Jordan Reed at tight end, or wide receiver. Matter of fact, my bad. We got Jordy Nelson over here. Greg Olsen over here. Got some line. I just got this guy recently. Out of a pack. Our linebackers, we got Julius Peppers, Brian Urlacher. I do not know his name. Connor Barwin, I'm pretty sure that's how you pronounce it. We got Landon Collins at strong safety, Haha at free safety. We got Joe Haddon at cornerback number 1, cornerback number 2. We have, I think it's Chris Harris Jr. Yep. Quarterback number 2, and then cornerback number 3, we got Aqib Talib. It's his name. Yep, that's his name. Whew. I forgot his first name. And then we got Muhammad Wilkerson at left end. And those are pretty much like the main people. So let's get right into it. Do I want to do an online game? I haven't done, I'll do I'll do a playoff game. I mean, not a playoff game. Regular season game. Jingle bells, bells, bells. Let's start. Someone commented. Oh, someone commented. Your ass. Wow. I'm sad. Well then. When you get roasted in your comments. Hey. Who the heck is Sqav Taco? Who is this?
Brandon Gaud and Charles Davis ready for this Madden Ultimate Team matchup as you get a peek at some of the big players in today's game. And you're a big player in today's game as well. Let's get the party started.
That's a dud.
Here's Travis Coons now ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lambeau. On the return, it's Ted Ginn Jr. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And he's going to be out of bounds at the 39. 14 yards there on the first play from scrimmage.
I know they don't like to hear it when they get to a certain age, but then you have to start to use your skills, your wiles, right? Your mind to beat guys to the football. And getting your toes tapped in bounds definitely qualifies as that, doesn't it?
The veteran showing he still has the agility.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. He was trying to get it to LaShawn McCoy. And it's 3rd down.
I had a coach tell me a long time ago that running a screen pass is similar to acting 101 for your offense, because you got to show something different and create extra space for linemen to chase the quarterback in order to create extra room for the receiver to catch the football and maneuver upfield. In this case, they give a lot of credit to the defense. They communicated well. You could hear them talking to each other on the field, and they reacted and knocked it away.
Second and big play. Let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Now a 1st down carry here for McCoy. And he'll get a couple here down to the 22.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of down. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with
Let's go.
In the end zone for the receiving touchdown. Jordy Nelson, an 11-yard touchdown. And this offense takes the ball down the field and scores on their opening drive.
Oh, my God, I smoked it.
It's up and good, and it'll give his guys a 7-0 lead. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. One receiver left, 2 to the right. Now McNair. This is Yeldon on the dump off. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play, a one-on-one matchup of someone trying to cover them. But they also have one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball.
I don't know why,
but win those too.
People do good stuff.
An extra defensive back here, so probably not expecting a run on 3rd and 3.
Oh, yeah.
Good call.
That was on offense. Let's go.
So a costly penalty, and now in a tougher 3rd down situation.
Here we go.
And the back goes into motion. From the gun, here's McNair. And he's got Fitzgerald. The 13 yards that time and a first.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Caught on the left side, Fitzgerald. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route.
I just know they're about 85.
And that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, a sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. Out of the gun, it's McNair. And this one complete to Martellus Bennett. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there. You know, kind of like put up on the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
Back alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Bronco football to begin quarter number 2. They face a 2nd and 7 to start things out. They'll send the tight end Bennett in motion. On 2nd down, McNair. He goes underneath for Yeldon. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
On 1st down, it's McNair. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. T.J. Yeldon, the one he was looking for. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball, and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. And he's brought down after a good gain. He got 29 yards that time.
Well, that was a beautifully executed screen pass. He let the rushers get upfield and got the escorts in front, meaning the offensive linemen, other blockers out in front, completed the pass beautifully. So now you've got all that open space with big guys leading the way.
They'll bring a tight end in motion. McNair to throw. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Martellus Bennett there to make the grab. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the football game. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. On the return, here's the dangerous Cordero Patterson. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And here now the offense heading back out there. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away. Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a 1st down. A give to McCoy. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. They'll get 16 yards there, and it'll give them the 1st down. So with that, we come upon the 2-minute warning here on the NFL on EA Sports. Rodgers now on 1st down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. And the corner blitz gets him that time as he goes down for a short loss. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. They'll come out in the pistol.
Oh, that was a bad throw.
Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
Gringo, gringo, gringo. He just said gringo, gringo, gringo.
And it looks Looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. They'll set up the screen to McCoy.
Get off me.
And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. And the offense moving quickly to the line. They go back to the ground with McCoy. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. A gain of 3, second down.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First level defensive line, second level linebackers, third level defense.
And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. They bring the safety on the blitz, and he busts through to drop him for an 8-yard loss. Second down, sacked by the defense. What type of pressure will they bring here on third? We'll see. On third and long, it's Rodgers.
I thought he caught that.
Incomplete. He was trying to get it that time to Ted Ginn. And fourth down coming up. So now on fourth down, Mike McCarthy will turn to his field goal unit. From the right hash, it's a 41-yard attempt. And Hopkins' kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. And that field goal caps an 11-play drive.
That's a lot of offense to run to only get 3 points, but they'll take them. Anytime you can put anything on the board, you run to your sideline somewhat happy.
Better than doing no points.
Following the made field goal for 3, Hopkins now to kick it
not let them
off.
score right here.
Fielded about a yard deep.
Oh my God, I thought he was better than
a
that.
good one as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. And Denver getting set to take the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
As if he didn't have enough to think about on that route, the comeback route, coming back to the football and catching it, decided to make sure he toe-tapped and kept himself in bounds.
And that was spectacular, but on the comeback route, maybe a little easier to deal with the sideline since you've got better vision of it?
I think that's a great point because you should know exactly where you're going and know how much space you have and make sure you get your feet down. But, yeah, coming back to the football, I like it. Good vision. I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. They'll come out in the pistol. Now McNair looking for a first down throw. And his throw is incomplete. Larry Fitzgerald was the intended target, and that'll bring up second down. Second down following the incompletion. From the gun, here's McNair. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. On first and 10, McNair. And complete on the right side to Bennett. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be second and 9. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Again, we'll see the pistol here. On second down, McNair. Fitzgerald's got it right side.
Are you kidding me?
And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Larry Fitzgerald in the final seconds of the first half. And the Broncos have retaken the lead. Coons now here to tack on the extra point. And that makes it 14-10. Coons on now to kick this one away following the score. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line. Now this offense ready to head back out there. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
1 man in the backfield. That's McCoy. Here's Rodgers to throw. They'll try and set up the
I
screen.
thought he was
It's
out.
complete. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3.
No, we gotta get a stop
taken
on
in the
defense.
end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about,
T.J. Yeldon. He's at the 30. And all the way home for a Broncos score. T.J. Yeldon, 76 yards. And the Broncos will add on to their lead. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
there's not many things better for an offense than a back who is a complete guy who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things work well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed as that's going to move the chains.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
They hold it to only 2 there on the screen. It's second down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is...
And the ball is knocked out.
Are you kidding me?
Caught. It's Greg Olsen. And the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. And Denver getting set to take the field. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, one pass. That maybe
yes,
just want to
thank
do that
you.
again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. Rodgers now to throw. Caught on the left side by Ginn. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. And quickly, they get to the line. Now a play fake. Rodgers. In the middle of the field, he's got Nelson. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go?
LeSean McCoy for the
touchdown. LeSean McCoy, 27 yards. And the fumble recovery leads to 6 points.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit. But for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball, too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Now this Broncos offensive unit ready to head back out onto the field. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time.
He's got a man.
Are you kidding?
A gain of
Are you serious?
That time. And it'll be good for a Denver first down.
Now that play
it looks like I need to get more
and you'll see
D-backs
it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
Come on, defense.
A first down carry now for Yeldon. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. They're going to hurry back to the line now. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. Finding time. Fitzgerald bringing
Oh my God, defense!
23 yards on the play.
Fuck,
So
man.
another snag for Fitzgerald, who in 2015 became the youngest player at age 32 to hit 1,000 receptions. He's piling up some more.
Well, the way he's playing today, it's almost like he's trying to get a second 1,000 just in one contest. And when they're operating this well and clicking like that, well, that's a big reason why they're winning the game.
And they're going to speed things up here. Now McNair. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Down here in the red zone, you know your tight end's going to be a favorite target. Couldn't hang on.
Come on,
And
defense.
sometimes they just have to get out of their own head because they understand how tight windows are there and how many bodies are there. And sometimes they just overthink it and don't catch the ball.
Out of the gun, it's McNair. Can't find it. Nowhere
Good
to escape,
sack.
and he goes down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. And they're going to go soft on the corners. From the gun, here's McNair. And that's caught. Did he stay in bounds?
No.
He did not.
Thank you.
Now this
Good
offense
stop,
ready to
defense.
take over
Really
again.
needed
And
to
they're
stop.
hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive, but they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves.
Are you kidding me?
Like their game
Oh,
plan
keep
is
going.
now in effect.
Oh, let's go.
They know how to attack. And what
Let's
plays they
go.
want to put
Good
together.
run.
They've
I mean,
got to keep it moving in
rap.
the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the
I
scoreboard.
mean,
So what's the
yeah,
old
it's me. He
expression that
should've
quarterbacks
been out.
like to use when they decide to throw the football? I'm looking for either a touchdown or a check down. And he took the check down on that play, and it worked almost to perfection.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. And now they're in the hurry-up.
It appears they found something that's working, and they keep going back to it. I guess you can actually say he has the hot hands now, doesn't he?
Yeah, well, it's one thing to hit your guy out of the backfield once, hit him a couple times. Yeah, you're right. Maybe they're onto something.
And I think a lot of that is simply, if you get it to him in space, more times than not, he's going to get more yardage than you expect out of each play.
Decent chunk of yardage still left here. 2nd and 7. Rodgers to throw once more. And he dumps it off to Blunt.
Go. Let's go.
He will take it in for the touchdown. LeGarrette Blunt, 25 yards for the touchdown. And his guys have taken the lead here in the 4th. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover it? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss.
Thank you,
Gets that run
Rob.
after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. Rodgers will throw for it.
Let's
It's complete.
go.
And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more.
Defense, now we just need to stop.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
Oh, you guys
So
don't know how hard. How fast my heart is pumping.
Went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
We got the 3-point lead for a field goal.
Decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down
caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for it. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence. I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
On second down, McNair. And over the middle to the tight end, Bennett. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. They'll send the tight end, Bennett, in motion. On first and 10, McNair. Caught left side, Bennett. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
On first down, it's McNair. And to the right side
good
here,
tackle.
it's Allen. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
Well, this is where reading defenses and practice time comes into play. You've got to know what you're running versus zone versus man and how to run the proper route. And they just executed that one pretty well.
Now McNair looking for a first down throw. And this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. Give him 7 on the play, and it'll be second down.
That was a terrific catch. I mean, to go up there and get it one-handed like that, but I almost want to go into that riff about back in my day, the gloves weren't quite like this.
When did gloves really become prevalent? Just in general?
I think in the 80s. I think as we started to move through the 80s, especially as we got towards the latter part of that. But a lot of those were really like baseball batting gloves to begin with not much of a tacky area on the glove. In fact, there was none. I actually remember in cold weather games wearing the old scuba gloves, which you'd wear in diving, but they would split too easily in the course of a game. Then the glove manufacturers got smart and started adding to it, and here we are today.
Back to throw. Caught on the left side, Fitzgerald. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. They got exactly what they wanted there. Out route, catch, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
And I have to criticize defense here because you know the situation. You want to keep them inbounds and have the clock run. So I'm sitting on the outside portion of the field and not letting them throw an out route. Throw anything inside and I'll make the tackle. An out route? That's not the way you're supposed to play it. I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Second down here after the incomplete pass.
Here we go. 38. Here we go.
They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left. He's back to throw. And this is complete. It's Allen.
Okay.
And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 18 yards there, and it'll be a first and goal.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision. And receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Back to throw. Flush to his right.
Let's go!
Crusher there as it's intercepted.
Let's go!
It's Chris Harris with a pick. And they'll be down just outside of the end zone at the 1-yard line.
That's Chris Harris Jr. back there playing. I mean, Do you really want to throw the ball in his territory with the game maybe on the line here?
Not a good idea. I think he caught that with a Super Bowl ring, partner. And now the Broncos will burn another timeout here. That'll be their second, so one more chance to stop the clock here.
Oh, that was
we'll
it.
be back.
Oh, good pick. I'm under pressure.
One man in the backfield. That's McCoy. Complete. The tight end Rivera. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside.
Maybe not
Completed
so
pass
dumb,
play.
you
Now
know?
let's see if they go back to the air or to the
I
ground.
think there's a better chance of me throwing a pick than knock on wood with Sean McCoy fumbling.
On second down, it's McCoy. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. So it'll be first down here.
Let's go, baby.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding
Let's go.
where the first down marker was and getting there.
Well,
as always, partner, an extreme
I hope you guys
pleasure to
liked
share
this
a booth
video.
with you.
that
I
shit
have to say,
was,
I am impressed at your
that was a close
discipline
game for me.
because you came here and you said you were not going to eat any of the media buffet. You
Last
made it
cause,
to the end. You didn't consume a single calorie.
If you can hear me,
that. What
the
you
Game Boy
missed is me going to the concession stand outside of your eyesight and getting it done that way. Look, I mean, they were serving the good stuff. I had to do it.
Oh, man, but you're svelte, in good shape, but yeah, you cheated a little bit. We'll let it slide.
I appreciate that. Always a pleasure to work with you.
Right.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon
anyways,
Gaughan.
guys,
This has been
stats.
Madden Ultimate Team on
Like,
EA
comment, subscribe
Sports. Join the
for more videos
discussion
like
on
this one,
Twitter
and
at EA Sports _MUT.